Alright, today we're having a look at the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Razor Crest from the Mandalorian TV show. I'll give you a brief overview real quick. There's a look at the ship. Paint's a little worn on the edge there, in contrast to the other side, which seems to be in slightly better shape. Up at the front, there's your cannons, your canopy. I like the grime on the edge. That's very realistic. Looks good. The guns up at the front aren't posable, but if they're not going to be posable, they had better be steady, and these definitely are. They don't move. They stay exactly where they're supposed to, which is definitely good. Give you a look inside at the canopy. Little pegs for the legs to go into. Doesn't appear to be any detail for the controls, if you can see in there. And then the intakes for the engines, it's the same on both sides. Look over the top real quick. I like that metallic sort of sheen that it has. Looks nice. There's the bottom. And then the engine outlets. No engine glow, but if there's not going to be an engine glow, it had better be a nice metallic color, which this is. So the first feature I want to go over is definitely the landing gear. You just flip that out like so, and then these are extremely well integrated. You can already see they're not quite symmetrical, but I'll take the asymmetry if it means that the landing gear folds up nice and good. That, I definitely think, looks pretty great. I like the landing gear on this one a lot. Fold that back up. It just goes right in. I love that. There's your first door. Normal boarding ramp. You can see a little bit of the detail inside. There's your stairs, steps. A little bit of grip for your boots while you're walking up. And then there's a couple removable panels that I'll go over later. Here's the back ramp. You just click that open. Some more steps. I'll get some light in there in a sec. So the first panel I'll take off is the one on the engine. It's a little rough. There you go. That just comes right off. There's a little bit of engine detail in there for you. I'll probably keep that on most of the time. It's not something I'm interested in leaving off so I can lose. But the big top panel, this whole section comes off. You just pull on it, and then you can see it loosens up on the back right there. And then that comes off. And there's your view of the inside. Let's go ahead and pop off that panel. Just comes right off. Gives you a good view of what's going on in there. So we'll go over the interior right quick. There's the panel that flips down. Then the boarding ramp right here opens up. And then you'll see quickly right here, there's this mesh that you see. He's got all these this weird mesh thing that he jams his stuff in the show. But that hinge right there, you can see that actually opens up, and there's a little guy in carbonite that you can, we'll shake him out real quick, give you a look at him. There's that guy. So it looks like he has been kicked in the nads and then immediately frozen in carbonite as to humiliate him while he's being transported. There's the detail on the sides. Let's see if we can get even closer on his face. There you go. And that just sort of sits in that little section right there. I love that there's a storage spot for him. That is so awesome. We'll go ahead and close it all up like so, and then we'll have a look at the we'll have a look at the figures. First up, you got Mando in his silver Beskar armor. Let's give you a good look at him. One of the best painted figures of the entire line. You can definitely tell that, you know, this character was a priority when they were, you know, painting these. His little jetpack comes off, kind of pegs in on the back. We'll set that aside. We'll give you a look at his back there. Same articulation as the rest of the figures. Still waves his arms up and down like a madman. That's it for Mando. Go ahead and have a look at old Carl Weathers. Grief Karga, I believe his name is. Again, some pretty good paint on these. These are some of the best painted figures of the entire line. Arms up and down. Oh, waving like a madman. Let's give you a good look at his face. There you go. Of course, legs still bend, just like every other figure. Not bad. And then, debatably, the star of the show. You got little Grogu. The Child. I kind of preferred it when he was just called the Child. I liked him not having a name. This one comes with a stand, so his little hover pram can float with the rest of them. Let me get it in focus. There you go. A very good mold. Like, the mold does all the work for the face detail. Definitely impressive there. And that's the little peg for the stand. Put him aside. And then real quick, we'll do a little size comparison between this and the X-Wing. There's your X-Wing. That's about how big they are. They compare pretty well. This one isn't too big, and this one isn't too small, you know. So I think it's a good balance that they struck there. Let's look at the insert that comes with it. You see your dogfights between your TIE fighters and your X-Wings. And then a little Slave One surprise on the side. I love these little inserts that they come with. There's your Star Destroyer. It's very good for display. And then just a quick look at the box. There's your MGS Razor Crest 0020. And there's your little package for the figures. Feature demonstration on the side. There's your little hologram. Let me get you a better view of that. More feature demonstrations. Everything I've just shown you. A little schematic. And then go buy these at the bottom. That's what they're telling you there. And there's the other side. And that seems to about cover it. This is definitely probably my favorite thing to come out of Micro Galaxy Squadron. As of yet, it seems like the big ships is what they really were going for when they started this line. Definitely leading strong with the Razor Crest. I like this. It's just full of features, and I love that. I love being able to play with these toys. You know what I mean? I suppose we should go ahead and sit all the figures in the cockpit. I'll see if I can do that on camera. Get them all sitting where they need to be. Doesn't look like Grief wants to sit down. You peg Grogu into his little peg there. And then Mando, let me fold his legs up. Mando will sit in his little cockpit chair. If I can, there we go. And there you go. He doesn't seem to want to stay, but it'll probably help with closing the cockpit. And without Grogu there, you can fit, you know, any number of guys. Well, any number meaning 2. You can fit 2 guys. But that's how they look. And that's it for the Micro Galaxy Squadron Razor Crest. Thank you for watching.